Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching The Dead Zone by David Cronenberg starring Christopher Walken. I accidentally got to know that the film was based on a Stephen King novel when I was looking up the wallpaper behind me. This alone has got me excited for the characters in the film. I think I've seen one of Cronenberg's films, Eastern Promises, which was fantastic, but I still haven't seen The Fly or Crash yet. I know they're very good movies and I'll eventually get to them. I'm also a huge fan of Christopher Walken, as I've seen him in too many films to list, but some of them include Batman Returns, True Romance, Pulp Fiction, Catch Me If You Can, Sleepy Hollow, and many others. About The Dead Zone, I don't know anything about this film at all, or what to expect, except it being a thriller film. To help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full reactions, early access, and weekly polls for what to watch next. You will need your own copy of the film to watch along, of course. Please consider being a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Do check out my other videos and like if you liked this video, dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. The Dead Zone, Cronenberg, King, Walken, let's go. The film starts very methodical and slow. I wonder what Cronenberg is trying to tell us, because the music is very mysterious and reflective. Martin Sheen is in the film. The title is slowly forming. I can read Dead Zone. Very creative indeed. I like the music. Very mysterious.
Pretty good, huh?
So he's a school teacher.
Can teachers be expelled for kissing in the hallway?
They get fired.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
I love these classic Beatles. They're timeless. Yeah, it started raining.
I'm so crazy about you.
Okay, they have a very good relationship at the beginning of the film, which means something has to happen for them to go apart. He might get into a car accident because it's raining and she told him to drive carefully. Oh no. I wonder whether that's a miniature model or not, or they actually got one of those trucks to crash. Oh man.
Johnny, don't leave me, please. We're gonna get married, Johnny. Don't leave me.
Yeah, I feel bad for his girlfriend.
Hello, John. How do you feel?
Am I okay?
I think the doctor is trying to hide something.
Your parents are here.
I think a lot of time has passed and he's slowly realizing it.
You've been in a coma, Johnny.
For how long?
5 years.
5 years.
What about Sarah?
Yeah, that's his first thought, and I'm not surprised.
She's turned her back on you. She cleaves now unto another man, a husband.
That's really good acting from Chris Walken. You can see the pain in his face. There's a surprising lack of music in this scene. Cronenberg might show us something now.
Amy.
Amy is my daughter's
Whoa!
name.
Your daughter's screaming. It's not too late.
Can you see the future? Wow, that is pretty cool. The special effects here are impressive because Johnny's sitting right next to the fire.
Your daughter's screaming. Hurry up!
And he's right. So he can see the future based on touching people. So he wakes up with a superpower almost.
Your therapy will be long and painful, but you will walk.
Thank you.
He's seeing visions of World War II. It looks like he can see into the past too. But I still don't see how this is relevant to the plot yet. Oh, that must be the doctor? Very intriguing.
Boy saved what boy?
You're the boy. She saved you. She's alive, Sam. Your mother.
That is not possible, John.
She survived.
Doctor must be shocked. The doctor is going to test his theory.
You are either in possession of a very new human ability.
So doctor believes him immediately. that's a good choice because they could have spent a lot of time trying to convince the doctor, but the plot's moving forward.
You were right, John, about my mother.
Did you talk to her?
No, I didn't. I just couldn't talk to her.
The camera work in this film so far has been very still and stoic. I think that'll change as plot moves forward and things get more chaotic.
I didn't know if I should come or not.
It's all right.
I guess you know I got married.
I heard that.
His name's Denny.
How old is he?
10 months.
He wanted to know how old is the child to see how long it took her to move on.
Because you have power of second sight. Is it true, Johnny?
So it's already been exposed. I also don't have much to say about the cinematography so far. It's been pretty standard, like a lot of Stephen King novel adaptations.
What happened to the little girl?
I understand she's fine.
How about a demonstration, John?
They're putting him on the spot.
I touched her hand.
Oh. Okay, I could tell you now. I'm not gonna talk about that. Let go of me, you fucking freak!
You're hurt!
What's happening to his mother, though? She's going to pass away, isn't she? And she passes away. Cronenberg is spending a lot of time building up his characters. It's something that Stephen King likes to do. Spend the first act and a half just introducing the characters.
This is your son. I came to see him. You're John?
He's living with his father now.
But if it is true, John, I could use your help.
So the police want him to help in an investigation.
I've come up with nothing.
Cronenberg is playing with the light on his actors' faces.
To bless you with this gift, you should use it.
Bless me? You know what God did for me? Girl was gone, my job was gone, my legs are just about useless.
If you change your mind, you know where I am.
He has such a distinct speech pattern, especially when he's angry or expressive.
You look wonderful.
Is that who I think it is?
His Majesty.
Danny.
Still wondering why she's here though. Like, she does have feelings for him. That's for sure, but would she go as far as to be unfaithful to her current husband? That's yet to be seen. Dude. He's not gonna say no because he's like fully in love with her. I didn't expect her to do that though.
Sit down. Dinner's ready.
Yeah, the dad knows exactly what they're up to.
You know, it feels good to have a family eating around this table again.
Even though Johnny was smiling, you can see the hurt he's going through as well. Very good acting by Chris Walken.
The killer is still at large.
The killer is still at large.
Likely to remain so for
I think
some
he's
time.
going to change his mind on helping the police.
9 separate murders have been attributed to the Castle Rock killer.
Cronenberg doesn't use music when there's an introspective scene. Marlboro Reds. So does it work with objects as well? I really like some of these long takes where you can see Walken's full performance and body movements and stuff.
Nothing.
He does a lot of acting with his body, just like a lot of other great actors.
I thought I might have felt something, but
It's okay. That's okay.
We got another body here, Sheriff.
Damn Victor.
Oh.
I wonder whether it'll work on dead bodies, because it clearly didn't work on objects.
Nobody comes up here.
You got it, Sheriff.
Want to try?
Hey, Elma!
She knows him.
Excellent directorial choice of just placing him on the scene. I love how Cronenberg is revealing the killer. It's almost like we're seeing through John's eyes.
Is this your idea of a joke?
Oh man, is that the deputy?
Dad, get up here.
Is Dodd running away?
He just took off in your car, Sheriff.
Saw his face.
Damn.
He's here. I saw him in the window.
That sound in the window. So unique.
You leave my boy alone.
You knew.
Oh man, the mom's covering up for him. I have a feeling he's going to either get super aggressive or just going to kill himself. He's going to kill himself. Dude. Oh man. There's no music. Except a ticking clock, I think. Oh! That mother is crazy. And she thought John was the devil.
Hello, John.
How'd you find me? My father?
He told me you moved to a new town.
I think the powers are draining life from him.
As the spells, the visions grow stronger and more powerful, so the body weakens.
You mean I'm gonna die?
I think we can arrest the process. Reverse it even.
My son, Chris, he needs help.
Okay.
He's obliged to do it as a teacher. Greg Stilton. We've heard that name many, many times before in this film.
Hi, John. Good morning.
John, this is Greg
How are you,
Stilson.
John?
Of course.
Chris?
I'll leave you two alone to get acquainted. Your father says there's something wrong with you. He wants me to bring you out of your shell.
My dad that lives in a shell, not me.
Smart kid. I'm not talking too much about the editing and the cinematography because I don't notice anything extraordinary yet. It's good enough for what the film is. But the character development and the music, they are excellent. And the acting by Chris Walken, of course.
Well, as you know, I'm damn near even in the polls. I'm gonna win big, and I'll tell you something else, buddy. I mean, nobody!
The two faces of Greg Stilton.
That's your best shot.
Compromising photos, surely. It's fine with blackmail. Cronenberg is showing us how evil he can be. Great acting by Martin Sheen. That smile was horrible.
What if I don't make a deal, Stilson?
Otherwise, I'll have my friend Sonny take your goddamn head off.
Oof. That's a direct threat.
Good afternoon, sir. You're familiar with our candidate, aren't you?
What do you think?
Can I leave you some literature, though?
Sure.
Honey?
Oh no. This is the husband.
Hello, Johnny.
This is my husband, Walt.
Hey, come on back, Johnny.
Nice to meet you.
His depression plays a big role in this film. He's seeing a premonition.
What the hell is the matter with you?
You want to kill your own son?
Ooh.
I'm scared, Dad.
Now, don't give me any argument. The ice is gonna break!
I don't want you in my boy's life anymore.
Don't worry about now.
Well, I don't really blame the father because it's not crazy not to believe in psychic abilities and stuff.
Hello? Is it? Johnny?
Stilton has to be very important to the film because he's only been introduced in the third act but referenced throughout the film. So he has to be involved in the climax. And he's played by Martin Sheen, of course. He gets out the moment he sees Sarah outside. Stilton's here. He's going to touch Johnny's hand and he's going to see something.
Good to see you. Hey, thank you. Put your hand on the scanning screen and you'll go down in history with me.
As what? The world's greatest mass murderers?
Damn!
Bastard! Came to me while I slept.
That's the seal of the President of the United States in the back. It's the nuclear briefcase, isn't it?
Congratulations, General.
He's going to be responsible
Thank you,
for the deaths of millions, potentially billion people.
This is not necessary, Mr. President. We have a diplomatic solution.
Mr. Vice President, the missiles are flying. Hallelujah.
Oh my God, hallelujah. He'll be compelled to stop it now.
In the vision, there was something missing. There was something I couldn't see. A blank spot. Dead zone.
That's what it means. Finally, the title is making sense.
I can change it. You can change it exactly.
He's going to sacrifice himself at the end, probably, because he's already depressed and living with these powers has been a real burden on him. And I like the fact that I could have come to this conclusion myself, because Cronenberg really set up this story so that I feel this way. And I really appreciate that. Very good work. Stephen King has a lot of trouble ending his stories. That's why a lot of directors change them. I'm not sure how this film will end, but I expect him to sacrifice himself.
I'll always love you, Sarah. Johnny.
He literally said his goodbye not only to Sarah, but to the audience as well. The sets look good, but I wouldn't call them amazing. And the sets were very small as well. He's camping out the place where the potential senator will give a speech. My question to you, whether you'd kill baby Hitler or not knowing what it might change and even make the world a worse place, we don't know. But would you do it? I probably would. The music is slowly switching from mysterious to a very dreadful kind of music. Oh no, Sarah's there with the baby too. Oh, he missed! Oh, what a scumbag! What a scumbag! Oh no! The senator's not going to die. But Johnny is. That's a fatal wound for sure. I expected him to die, but I also expected him to take out the senator. Oh, I mean the to-be senator.
Who sent you? Huh?
Oh, he's never going to be president. He used the baby as a shield, and that ruins his chances, and he kills himself.
It's over. Goodbye. I love you.
He dies in her arms. I really enjoyed that film. I really did. Okay, I took some time to collect my thoughts. First off, that was a very well-told, slow-burning sci-fi film. The story was very well written, but I wouldn't call it completely original. In traditional Stephen King fashion, the film focuses on the characters and the story more than the technicalities of filmmaking, which I have no issues with. Let's start off with the writing and directing by King and Cronenberg. Cronenberg starts the story off by introducing us to Christopher Walken's character, John Smith, who's a school teacher in a relationship with another teacher, Sarah. He soon gets into an accident, which gives him strange powers of second sight. The powers are not very well explained, like other Stephen King novels. And I think it's called soft magic. That's a very good choice by Cronenberg because it leaves a lot to the imagination of the audience. Like we saw John look into both the future and the past. We really have no idea of how strong John's abilities actually are. Cronenberg also used music very wisely in the film, which we'll get into soon. Another thing I noticed is Cronenberg waited till the third act to introduce the primary antagonist of the film, only referencing him using exposition and visuals throughout the runtime. It was another smart choice by him, as I wasn't distracted by anticipating what might happen. The character development of John, as a result, was very well done. Moving on to the editing and the cinematography, which were serviceable. Like many other films based on Stephen King novels, there were some close-up shots where Cronenberg experiments with light on John Smith's face, like when he was contemplating whether he should help with the Castle Rock murders. But that's about the extent of it. The editing was good too, no sharp cuts or fast movements, focusing more on slower shots and transitions. More or less cohesive, nothing to complain about. The music in this film was excellent. Cronenberg used his score very well, especially in the scenes where John was having his premonitions and the build up to the climax. The music was somewhat mysterious throughout, and it kept me interested in the story as well. I don't think there was too much practical or special effects involved in the film, except the scene where John sees the fire in the building of the house of the nurse, which was very well done. The makeup and set design in the film were also pretty minimal to enhance the drama that was unfolding on screen. Christopher Walken played John Smith, the primary protagonist of the film. Walken was amazing in his role as usual. He does such a good job in portraying John, the man with the strange gift, that we forget that it's sci-fi or fantasy and just accept the story at face value, and it works. I expected him to sacrifice himself at the end, but I also expected him to kill Stilson, so that was a surprise. Brooke Adams played Sarah Bracknell, the love interest of John. Her acting was also great in the movie. I understand she was in love with John, but I don't think that justified being unfaithful to her current husband, who was shown to be a kind and decent man. In the end, I guess I have to accept true love trumps everything, and I think I can empathize with them. Martin Sheen played Greg Stilson, the primary antagonist of the film. As I noted before, Cronenberg does not introduce him till the third act, which is a bold choice for him. I also don't think his name should have been included in the opening credits, since I believe it would have been a real surprise to the audience when it was finally revealed. Sheen was a big actor back in the day, and I think it would have had a bigger impact that way. Regardless, Sheen was fantastic in his role as the crazy politician who would eventually nuke the world. There was a question about whether, if given the opportunity, one would kill baby Hitler, and that was very fun to contemplate. I probably would, but I would love to hear your thoughts on them. My only criticism of the film has to be the disjointed love story between John and Sarah. If Sarah's husband was a bad guy or the circumstances were a little different, I probably would have felt differently about it, and I feel like the plot would have been more cohesive for it. I don't know whether the characters in the book are the same or not. Do let me know. Apart from that, it was an immensely positive experience, this film. King's writing and Cronenberg's direction really brought the script and the characters alive. It's highly recommended viewing for lovers of sci-fi and thriller films. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Consider being a patron. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.